So the other day I was at work and my boss kept asking me like, "Are you okay? Is something wrong? You always look miserable." And that day specifically, I wasn't feeling that great. I was feeling quite down. I had some things going on in my personal life that just kind of made me have like a bit of a frown on my face. And he basically said, "You need to stop thinking so much." And then he said, "Let me take care of the thinking." And it's like, okay, that's his Italian mansplaining coming in. That makes sense for him to be saying that. But listen, man, I've had a lot of people telling me, like, you need to stop thinking so much. Like, in my family, they think that I just sit around and think. A lot of the times, I just sit there and I stare at something, maybe out the window in the park, and I'm just sitting and thinking or journaling. And for some reason, the people in my life think that that's kind of unhealthy. But you know what? I'd much rather be a person who thinks a lot about the world rather than a person who indulges in so much distraction. I don't want to be like a distracted person. I want to be someone who thinks. I want to be something who has a problem and thinks about how to solve it rather than running away from it like I used to. This is like the kind of thing that I want to get used to, and for some reason people in my life are like, "You should stop thinking." And it kind of offends me that they think that I shouldn't think, because why are you telling me that? I know that's not that deep, but is it not in my human right to be allowed to think? What are you talking about? That I shouldn't think? That I should go and play some video games and distract myself? That I should put on a movie? That I should go binge watch a TV show and just eat some like cereal or something like mindlessly? I'd much rather read a book and then put it down and just take half an hour to just sit there and let it absorb in my mind, to kind of sink down the way that you press the coffee. That's what I would want to do with when I read a book. I read and then I put it down and I think about it so that my brain can absorb it. Either that or I just fall right asleep afterwards so that my subconscious mind absorbs what I've just read. But that's just with reading. That's like other people's thoughts, but I like my thoughts. I like my brain, and I have positive thoughts. I think during work I was just not feeling good, but I wasn't having like negative thoughts, so that's good at least. But it's strange that people think it's okay to just not think anymore. They just decide, okay, it's time to put on a movie. I don't want to think about this thing on my life. Especially when that terrible feeling of existential dread comes around. I had that the other day and I felt terrible because of it. And but I still like sat down and thought through it. I still like allowed my brain to think. I journaled a bit and I felt a bit terrible, but like, I don't know, man. I'd rather work through it than just turn something on and distract my brain, numb my brain to whatever it is. That's just the way that I see things.